Hey, what's up? What's cracking, everybody? It's me, Angel. Right now, the time is 4 o'clock in the morning. Today is actually my last day of vacation. I just want to share the best thing when you're going through this TFL or when you're suffering from the loneliness or depression and things just are going on. The best thing to do is just to forgive yourself. You got to tell yourself that you know what, that you won't have no control over what others think of you. That it's always best to kind of just like you know, get yourself away from the problem. A good example is that I got myself away from just maybe a few individuals that I just felt that were lying the whole time. And I just feel like if you have a best friend and she knows who you're going out with and she doesn't say nothing to stand up for you, and then she just keeps mistreating you because her boyfriend mistreats her, then it's best to get away from that individual. I mean, it's not easy sometimes. Sometimes to be by yourself, it's hard. But the good thing about being by yourself is that it gives you time to do what you got to do. Like for me, trying to go back to school. I'm working a full-time job. I'm going to be working out again so that I can take care of myself. And I'm accepting that, I may or may not find anybody. I don't know. It all depends. You can't, uh, you can't force no one to love you, just like you cannot force no one to like you. The best thing to do is just kind of get to an you got to kind of get to a point where you got to just tell yourself that you know what, you need to just tell yourself that you are good enough, that no matter what anybody says and what everybody thinks of you, you just got to always remember that people these days are they're rude, they're cruel. What I'm saying? They don't know what's going down. I know a lot of men that are single that are suffering from TFL, that are been, depressed, and they don't know what else to do. They're sad, they're insecure. You know, it's because the type of females that are in the game today, they're all based on looks. They're all based on material things. When I hear about women trying to start fight with men or hitting men, I don't feel bad when a man hits a woman, just because of the fact that if you're gonna act like a man, you're gonna be treated like a man. Yeah, I don't think men should beat up women for no reason. I just think that if they're gonna try to start acting like a man, then they're gonna get treated like a man. 90% of women that get beat up by men, I mean, I'm not gonna say this is true, but I'm gonna say 50% is caused by the woman trying to control the man. The guy has a job, he's trying, he's doing his best. Like I said, my buddy got out of jail, and he couldn't get a job because he's on parole. It's very hard when someone gets out of jail, but he was doing his best. He was working little things. He was just doing whatever he could to get his girl some clothes and food, and she never appreciated him. And finally, she just fed up. He got tired of her, and her sister's always trying to cause trash because they're always trying to get involved in the situation. That's the thing about a relationship. It's about you and an individual. It's not about your friends. It's not about your family. You know what I'm saying? If a woman's friends tell a guy or tell her that her boyfriend's not cute enough, he's not good enough, then she's not really in love with him. Because real love is about an individual standing up for themselves and saying, hey, you know what? That's the person I love. That's the person I want to be with. It's my decision who I want to be with. um the only thing I can say, guys, is that, just forgive yourselves. Sometimes you gotta just let the past be the past. I learned that from my mistakes. The fact that my whole life I dealt with anger, I dealt with addictions, I dealt with problems in the relationships. I learned a long time ago that the best medicine is just to forgive and forget. I mean, you can't forget, but you can forgive. um, if you've heard it in Bill's videos, you've seen him, what he's gone through, his experiences, and his son goes through it as well. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks too, because a little kid, young kid, shouldn't have to go through life with TFL. He should have that opportunity to meet a girl, to go to a dance, to go to a prom. He should get the opportunity to, what I'm saying, be able to meet a good woman. But it's just not how it is today. Steve Hoka shared it in a few of his videos in the past, that that what he went through. I remember when Dwayne was in the I remember Dwayne a lot, and I remember he used to make videos, and I'm not laughing at him. I just laugh at that. I don't really go in deep into that, but I just laugh at where Dwayne is at today. You know, he's just not the same person. I mean, he's on YouTube, but like I don't know what to say about him. I really don't have a comment. I think that if a person feels that God never existed, I think that they need to get themselves right. Um, you know, you've heard it from Big Boss Calvin. You've heard it from Cape Master TV. You hear the fact that these days that the dating scene today is just screwed up. You know, you have good guys single who are going to be single for the rest of their lives, and you have the bad boys, the pretty boys, the rich boys, the ones that have all this money or they think they have power. They just beat up women, they mistreat women, they control women, they tell women how to be. I I'm gonna make a part two to this video because it's about ready to stop. But yeah.